This is Sandy, and I just wanted to share with you today some of my Mandala Dot artwork on glass bottles and jars. I love to recycle, and basically, you can use any bottle, jar. You peel off all your labeling, clean the bottle really good, and to paint on it, I use the Krylon Matte Clear Finish. And I apply that to the jar or bottle before I paint. And I let it sit for a good 24 hours before I put paint on it. That way the paint will adhere better to the jar, the glass. After it's dried really good, I put a coat of whatever color I want on the jar, and then I start creating. Now, with these, I used the chopstick idea. Except for this one here, I did use a pencil eraser to make the larger dots. Now, these here, it's all chopsticks. And if you check out my other video, it'll show you how you can make different sizes for your dots. And I always start out, number 1 is my biggest dot, and then it goes down to 8. Right now I've got 11 different sizes. 11 being pretty much just the smallest you can get right here. And that helps to create these tiny little dots there. And as you know, with your dots, it all depends on the pressure, because when you press, it expands, the paint expands. So a light, gentle, and you get more true to form as to your dot. You press a little harder, it's going to expand and make that dot a little bit bigger. And like I was saying with the paint, to paint the jar, you want this one's still wet, but you want a soft brush. Otherwise you're going to get the lines all over your jar. And if you use a soft brush, you get a nice clean finish on your jar. Also, another tip, erasers, they're great for making dots. And so is this. It's got the rubber tip. So that's also good for making dots, and it expands. The more you push, the bigger that dot's going to be. Now, if you make a mistake, say when you go to center your dot, I use a ruler, and it just gives me an idea where I want my dot. So here it's, I would say 4 inches. If I wanted to go 2, I would just put my center dot right here. I don't know if you were able to see that, but right here I would put my first dot, and then I would build going around and around, smaller dots building out to the bigger dots. You can do any design you want, you know, whatever you want to do. But with working with your jar, you want to hold it with a napkin. Your fingers, they get oily, they perspire, and then you're gonna lift paint, or you're gonna have paint on your fingers and you're gonna put it on your jar. So to avoid making messes, it's best to deal with it like that. Hold it in your hand with a napkin as you're working on it. And I was gonna say, if you do make a mistake, take a Q-tip. I don't have one sitting here, but you take a Q-tip and you just wipe it off gently. Add a little bit of water, wipe it off gently, and it should be good to go. When you are finished with your jar and the paint has dried for 24 hours, you want to seal it again. And you just put, like I said, I use this. I like the clear matte finish. I don't like the shiny. But other people like the shiny, so it's up to you what you like to do. But you give it a good spray. Let it sit for 24 hours. Don't touch it. And then it's good to go. Now, some people, they like more of a bump on their dots. Some people like it where it's flat. So to get the flat, your paint should be more liquid, where you might add a drop or something to your paint and then apply it and press. If you want it thicker, you want that bump on there, then you want your paint a little bit thicker, like a white glue thickness, something like that. Not any thicker than that though. And then you'll get those little bumps. I don't know if you see the little bumps on here. But some people really love the bumps. So, I'm trying to think of everything that I wanted to say. Well, basically, I just love giving ideas. And I hope I've given you some ideas today. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I'll try and answer the best I can. You have a great day and thank you.